4 in the morning, the bilge alarm went off again. We pumped and pumped, but it took ages for the alarm to go off.
Turn it off.
We had the car hire for another day, so regardless of our early rude awakening, we set off to explore the south of La Palma and drive to the farthest tip of the island, on which sits this lighthouse, of whose name I cannot pronounce.
Not as warm as you would think.
I didn't think it was going to be warm, to be honest.
It's starting to think like black wall, isn't it?
True, but the general sea doesn't look very warm.
Just thinking it.
These salt pans, that opened in 1967, are the only working salt pans in the province of Santa Cruz de Tenerife that maintain a traditional craft industry. They are part of the Canarianas network of protected natural areas as a site of specific scientific interest. It is a key area for migrating birds for feeding and nesting. The landscape in the south of La Palma is in such contrast to the lush vegetation of the north. This is lava from the eruption in 1971. So because we had the car hire, we decided to go and do a big shop at Lidl. It wasn't as great as we were expecting. It didn't have as much stuff as we wanted, and I was a bit disappointed with the amount of packaging that the food has got on it, but we bought more than I think we would have been able to carry without the car, so pretty useful. It's 1:30 in the morning. The bilge alarm has gone off again. It went off last night, but this time, by the time we even got out of bed and got to the bilge, it had gone off, and we pumped the bilge and nothing's come out, which is weird. Bilge alarm is going off again. It's 11 o'clock in the morning. Let's have a look and see if there's actually any water in there. So the bilge alarm is just going off intermittently. There's a bit of water in there, but no more than, like, we can't get that water out. The bilge pump doesn't get that out, and it's definitely not reaching the sensor, so we're not sure if maybe something is dripping onto the sensor to make it go off, or if it's just faulty. Liam's just tie wrapping it up a little bit, so I don't know. Why are you doing that, Liam?
It seems to have like dropped down, like it's flopping forward. So I'm tie wrapping it so it's upright, and see if that makes any difference. I don't know whether it will or not, but at least we tried something.
I'm very reluctant to include this clip, as it's quite obvious that at one point, despite my efforts to push us off, we do come into contact with the boat next to us. It happened at an incredibly low speed, so no damage was done, but it's still an embarrassing clip to upload to the world. However, we don't want to be one of those sailing channels that only shows the good bits. We want to show you the reality. And the reality is that we're still learning how to manoeuvre a four-keeled boat in reverse. Plus, it didn't help that the Marinero guy was pulling the bow round. finally out of the marina. We're sailing. We've got the wind vane up for the first time. It's doing its thing. I hope, in a way, that that camera was actually turned on and filming when we left the marina. No idea though. In a way, I hope it was, because it's gonna provide footage for you guys. In a way, I hope it wasn't, because we didn't do the best job of getting out. But it's pretty nice conditions. We haven't actually got our wind indicator up on the mast yet, so we'll just have to hold it. And I held it earlier and it said 11 knots. It's sunny. There's a bit of swell, but it could be worse. 4.5 knots. Let's see how it goes.
And we're now in a race with that cat.
Which, obviously that cat's gonna win.
No.
Us in our 10-tonner.
That probably weighs 10 tons.
Nah.
Big is that? It's about 45 foot.
Which one is it?
I think it's the French one.
The one with the kids?
Yeah. I might be wrong.
Oh no, come back, Mr. Whale. We just did a whale. It was awesome, but I was too slow to get the camera. I'm hoping that he's going to come back, but I can't see him. It was super awesome though. Well, we've just reefed while sailing for the first time ever, and it's gone successfully. We were being too overpowered, so we put one reef in the main and we filled the jib in a little bit. Poor Liam felt seasick again on this passage. It was quite rolly, but I felt fine, and was happy to sit and watch while he snoozed. As I guessed, that catamaran quickly overtook us, and then we didn't really see any other ships. Well, we've just gone from loads of wind to literally nothing. I guess we've just come into the shadow of La Gomera now. And yeah, now the sails are just flapping. The sea's calm right down. Yeah, we're not even moving.
Oh well, nearly there. We've probably got a mile to go. This is our current life. Absolutely no wind at all. Taken all the reefs out and we're just flapping. Oh, having said that, there's a little gust then. Sareda is not happy. El Capitan.
I might have to give in and turn the engine on soon. I hate turning the engine on.
I think it's looking that way. We want to get to the anchorage before it gets dark. Obviously it's our first time we've ever anchored. We don't really want to do it in the dark, if I'm honest. So I think we better go turn the engine on and admit defeat. Make a sad face. This is a sad day. We don't like engines.
Although the camera was set up and Liam had it turned on, he forgot to press record while we actually anchored for the first time. So instead, we just got some footage of us trying to work out how to use the snubber and putting the anchor ball up. Well, here we are. We've anchored. Hopefully, successfully. I really hope so. I feel like I'm not going to sleep tonight because I'm going to want to keep checking where we are. We're in 11 meters of water right now. And we've got about 45 meters of chain out, I think. Liam let it out. I think he let out about 40 out, and then we let a bit more out when we were trying to... We thought this was the snubber, but then we couldn't get it to work properly, so we're not sure. We'll have a look tomorrow. But it's not supposed to be massively rolly or anything, so we shouldn't need it. But this is our anchorage. Most of the other yachts, well, all of the other yachts are anchored over there. But yeah, because it was our first time and we were expecting to be terrible, we decided we would stay well away from them. If tomorrow we decide it would be better if we anchored a little bit close to them, then we can just move. But we'll see how tonight goes. And if we're happy here away from other people, then we will stay here away from other people. There's a little beach over there. There's somebody on it right now. So maybe we can row the dinghy over tomorrow. That'd be quite cool. And yeah, Liam's just setting a track on our chart plotter right now because we don't have an app for an anchor alarm. We thought we did, but it's not what we thought it was. So he's going to set a track so we can check whether the anchor's dragging. We've done a transit anyway and we don't think it is, but just to be certain. And then we need to tidy up a bit, put the mainsail away, and then I'll start cooking tea, I guess, and we'll try and chill out. It was Halloween, and some of the neighbouring boat kids came over trick-or-treating.